Money glitches in GTA Online can make you millions upon millions of dollars very quickly, but a glitch with basically no requirements is quite rare. This one, however,
with this little trick now, this becomes incredibly profitable.
The downside with most money glitches is you usually have to spend a big chunk of money just to set them up by getting expensive properties or expensive vehicles or even a friend to help you, and as you might know, friends come harder than money. I just realised I said come harder. I'm not editing that out, fuck it. The point is, the money glitch I'm telling you about here brought something new to the table that more GTA Online players could enjoy and make some good money. Most money glitches usually have a bunch of requirements, but this glitch here, different story. Solo, so no friends required, no expensive properties or vehicles required either. All you needed was about $10,000, which in GTA Online, that's basically fucking nothing. So what was this money glitch, and how was it done?
I'm going to be showing you guys by far the easiest way to make money. It turns out there's a little bit of a glitch going on right now, and when I saw this I was like, what the heck, this can't be real. And then I tried it for myself and it ended up working.
It's summer 2019. Rockstar added a new long-awaited feature to GTA Online with their latest update, the casino. The Diamond Casino and Resort was now open for business, and it brought a new look to Los Santos, with the new building looking very different from the old one. It was a welcome addition to the game, and what makes it even better is this is the place where the money glitch happened. But where exactly? Well, let's go for a quick tour, shall we? At the front we have the valet who can park your car for you, and all he requires is a punch in the face. If we head inside, here we have the front desk, where you can find a sharply dressed gentleman called Tom Connors, who is actually an alcoholic. This man cannot stop drinking champagne. Behind us we have an elevator that can take guests up to their penthouse suites or down to the parking garage where you can find your piece of shit the valet parked for you earlier. Moving on to the main casino floor, here we have the podium car. To the right we have the bar, and round here we have the shop. Here in the middle of the casino we can find the lady who clearly loves her job. Guests can purchase chips from her to play various games inside the casino. They can also trade their chips for cash. Over here is the lucky wheel that you can spin to potentially win the car on the podium, but you're more likely to get a t-shirt. Directly behind the lucky wheel is the slot machines, and moving on to the next room where you can find the table games such as blackjack, roulette and 3-card poker, plus the high limit tables where guests can play the exact same games but with more money, and it doesn't smell like broke in there. Now making our way round here, this brings us to the inside track where guests can bet on horse races. And this is a very important room. This is the room where the glitch took place. How did this glitch work? Well, it would allow you to potentially make the maximum amount of money from the minimum bet. What this means is if you bet the smallest amount of money and you win, you'll get a much bigger amount of money than you should. But if you lose, it's not even a big deal since you only lose a tiny amount of money. And since the amount of money you stand to lose is so small, that meant you could just keep betting over and over again until you eventually won, which would probably only take a few tries. And that would take you up to considerably more money than what you started with. Money that you could then use to repeat it over and over again to keep making money. So we've covered the basics of what this glitch actually achieved. But how was it done? So how you would do this glitch is you would go into the casino and you would come over to the inside track, just come in here and sit down to play the inside track. Now, once you're in the inside track, what you would do from here is you would go to the single event, which is the one on the right. You would then place bet, and the best thing to do was to use one of the first two horses, because one of those two were the most likely to win, so those were the best horses to use because you'd have a higher chance of actually winning the bet. So once you'd selected your horse, you would then have to do the glitch. And this is exactly how it was done. So basically what you would do is you would come over to this part here where you can place your bet. So you would come over to this arrow on the right side here to increase the bet. So you can use the right arrow to increase the bet. You can use the left one to lower your bet. But of course you want to just keep it at 100. You would go to the right arrow just like this. Don't actually select it. And what you would do is you would just move down to place bet like that. Just make sure the little cursor there is directly under the arrow to increase the bet. Because what you would do here is you would actually select place bet and quickly move up to increase the bet. This is how it would look like on a PS4 controller. Basically what you would do is you would hit X and then immediately hit up and then X again and just keep holding X. Again, it's just simply X up X and hold X. I'm just going to do it here, and this is actually what it looked like. So I'm going to press X up X just like this. So let's do it. So then while the race was running, you would then continue to hold X, or if you're on Xbox that would be A instead of X, but you would just hold it throughout the whole race without doing the glitch. In order to win these big amounts of money, players would need to bet the maximum amount of chips, which is 10,000 chips. For example, if you bet 100 chips on a horse with 3-to-1 odds, you stand to lose 100 chips. But if your horse won, what you would get normally is 400 chips. Now with a $10,000 bet, you would win 40,000. But if you lost, well, of course, you lose 10,000. However, with this glitch, for a $100 bet on the same horse with 3-to-1 odds, you would also get 40,000 chips. But if you lost, you would only lose 100 chips. Now it's starting to become clear why this glitch was so profitable. But how did that even happen? How is the game even able to give the player the max money? Well, the glitch would trick the game into thinking you placed a $10,000 bet when really all you did was place 100. What's actually happening is that menu that we saw earlier, that's still there in the background. You just can't see it because the race is happening. So you would just hold X or A the whole time through the race, and what's actually happening is you only put on a 100 chip bet, but in the background, because the menu is actually still there in the background, you're actually increasing your bet. So then if you won, you would get the amount of money as if you bet 10,000 chips instead of 100. Now I just want to quickly show another method that people used that some people actually found easier. There was another way to do this that was almost the same thing, it was just slightly different. So again, single event, then you would select one of the top two horses or just whatever one you want to bet on. So basically what you would do this time is, instead of going to place bet and quickly moving up to increase your bet, you would do it the other way round. So basically what you would do is you would go to the right arrow here and you would select it and immediately start moving down to place bet. So you would select it and hold it in the whole time and just go down to place bet, and that would essentially do the same thing. It would start the race, but the game would think you're still increasing your bet in the background. So it would simply be like this. You would start holding down the button like this and immediately start moving down to place bet, and it would start up the race just like that. Now, so far, I've only really given you the example of betting on horses that were most likely to win. which could make you 40 or 50,000 in a few minutes. But there was another strategy, where you could make much bigger amounts of money from one single win. Instead of tens of thousands, it would now be hundreds of thousands. This strategy was as simple as betting on the horse with the highest odds, and some of these horses could have up to something like 20 to 1, which would bag you $200,000 for one win. The only downside is it would probably take longer to win, but some players did still get lucky and win first try on a horse with super high odds. Once the word got out about this money glitch, the casino would be filled with players taking part and turning $10,000 into millions. They were robbing the casino before even Leicester got a chance. But it didn't take long for Rockstar to do something about it. They very quickly patched it. But that wasn't the end of it. Soon after Rockstar patched the glitch, there was already a very simple workaround. But unfortunately, this one didn't work on Xbox. It did work on PS4 and PC though. On PS4, how the new version of the money glitch was done was instead of using the analog sticks to move around the menu, you would use the touchpad on your controller to move around the menu, and this would get the same results as previous methods. So the workaround, how that worked, what you would do is you would select a horse to bet on, and you would then use your touchpad on your controller. So you can actually use the touchpad to click down and select things on this menu, and you can use it to move around. Simply what you would do is you use your touchpad to move around this menu, and you would basically select this arrow to increase your bet, and as soon as you select it, start sliding down to place bet. So this would increase your bet to 200 or 300. You would go down to place bet and just hold it there the whole time, and just hold the button down while the race is happening. And if you did it correctly, what would happen is you get to the end, and if your horse won, you should get the max payout. So it was very similar to the previous methods, just a little bit different. The same could be done on PC using your mouse. But Rockstar had a genius idea to patch this method. As soon as you won 3 times, it would kick you out of the session. Okay, hang on. This doesn't even patch the glitch, it just makes it slightly more annoying to do, since you would need to force the game to save between each win and constantly switch sessions. And this effect also applied to people who were not even using the glitch, so this just makes the inside track experience more shit for everyone. But also, there was a very dumb way around this. All you had to do was, instead of betting 200 chips, just bet 2,000 chips and you would be fine. By this point, everyone had the extra chips to spare anyway. However, soon after this, Rockstar successfully patched the glitch, and it was now gone for good. Now usually I would go on to say how Rockstar punished the players who took advantage of these glitches, but as far as I know, everyone actually got away with it. No money wipe, no account reset, no ban, nothing. So some of the players in GTA Online right now could have used this glitch to start their account. Are you one of those people? Let me know. This glitch was very easy to do, and we haven't ever seen it again since the original methods. Many people took advantage of it back then, as you didn't really need to have anything in the game to do it, so it made the glitch accessible to a large chunk of players, and this probably made Rockstar regret adding the inside track to the game, or maybe they even regretted adding the whole casino, as this wasn't the only glitch in there. If you would like to see another even crazier money glitch in the casino, that video is on your screen now.